Hey guys, I think it's time to talk about money. So in today's video I want to tackle a topic that's pretty sensitive. I want to talk about value and price. Even if it sounds strange, value it's not the same as price. And I want to translate this topic to plugins because I get a lot of questions if you should buy a certain plugin or if you should buy a new DAW, if it's worth it to invest in expensive plugin or not. Yes and no. And let me explain that for a bit, and here comes the price versus value theory. If you are just starting out, if you are still learning to mix, if you feel like your mixes don't sound how you want to, then you should probably don't invest a lot of money into new plugins, because if you cannot achieve a really nice mix with, I will not say stock plugins, but plugins that are not that expensive. For example, plugins from Waves, plugins from Valhalla, other indie companies, then you will most probably won't achieve a better mix if you buy expensive plugins. And today I want to bring up the new released upgrade to Soothe. That's a pretty expensive plugin. If you want to buy that right now, that's 200 euros. It's about, I don't know, 250 in US dollars. That's a crazy amount of money for a lot of you guys. For example, in my country, in Romania, with 250 euros you can pay the rent for 1 month, which is pretty crazy to spend that for a plugin. If you ask me, the plugin is totally worth it. And that's where value is subjective. Certain things are more valuable for me and certain things will have more value for you. It's really nice to have a plugin like Soothe because it does what other plugins don't. That's where the value for this plugin comes. I really recommend investing in plugins like Soothe when you really think that you need just an extra step to achieve an amazing mix. If you're not there yet, I think that you should learn your other basic or inexpensive plugins better. The expensive plugins are not magic, are not voodoo. The expensive plugins will not change your entire mix. They will help, but in a really small percentage. When I think about plugins and gear in general, or tools that I use when mixing, I think about how a specific tool helps my mixes to achieve 100%. That's my goal, to have 100% amazing sounding mix. If I'm real about it, I think that the expensive plugins, the niche tools, are bringing the last 10% of the mix, or even less than that. And that last 10% is really hard to achieve. It's not just plugins, it's an entire setup. So this is one thing that you should really consider. Try and get your mixes to 90% purely with skill, with knowledge, with hard work, with experience, with failure. You fail, you learn, you repeat, you don't fail again. And when you feel that you're really close to having the sound you want, you can start investing in gear or even really amazing plugins like Soothe 2. And now I really want to show you the value of this plugin and why I think this type of plugins are really worth it when you need that extra thing to your mixes. I have this session right here: beat, lead vocal and one ad-lib track. It sounds something like this.
Sie haben bleibt nicht besser, du bist das, was ich brauch. All die Leute von früher schauen und denken sich, wow, was ist denn mit dem los? Was bei uns bei den Shows? Ich bin grad recorden, nein, ich geh nicht an mein Phone. Doch ich lass sie wissen.
As you can see, I only have the 2-track beat. I don't have that much control over the beat to carve out some more space for the vocals or to change anything in it. Sometimes that's really bad because I really need to carve out space. With version 2 of Soothe, now we have sidechain, so we can add it to the beat and send the vocals to the sidechain of Soothe. And that way we can remove parts of the frequency spectrum on the beat that are clashing with the vocals. That way we just clear the way for the vocals will stay on top of the beat no matter what. For example, in this case we have a hi-hat that's clashing a bit with the vocals. This is the default state of Soothe. In Studio One it's really easy to send something to sidechain. Just click this little sidechain button right here. I'm gonna select the vocal bus as the sidechain and I'm gonna activate the external sidechain on Soothe. Now Soothe will react only when the vocals are playing.
Zieh am Plan, ich pass out. Du bist das, was ich brauch. All die Leute von früher schauen und denken sich, wow. Ich lass sie wissen, wenn ich erreichbar bin. Wo ich bin, ich weiß es nicht. Wo ich bin, ich weiß es nicht. Mit dem Bitch ist Styling, nee, wow. Wo ich bin, ich weiß es nicht. Wo ich bin, ich weiß es nicht. Zieh am Plan, ich pass out. Du bist das, was ich brauch. All die Leute von früher schauen und denken sich, wow. Was ist denn mit dem los? Was bei uns bei den Shows? Ich bin grad RIP.
And just like that, you can really make space for the vocals. And this is why Soothe 2 now is worth it, in my opinion, if you need that extra 1%, 2% to get your mixes sounding better, but only and only if you know the basics and your mixes already sound pretty good. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, hit that like button, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. See you guys on Friday.